Good morning. This is Sophia from the phoenixcircle.ca. I've been called to start doing my videos live, and I'm answering the call today. I still hesitate until a message from one of the YouTubers this morning said that I have to look back on an event that happened to me around June, July in 2020. That's 6 years ago. So it took me a while. So I did search at my photos, I search on my postings. And guess what happened during that time? I was doing a daily video walk meditation. I think I did it for a 1 week challenge. Well, it's the spirit guides telling me I've done it before, I can do it again. So here I am. Finally got to go out in the park. This is a beautiful forest called the Watershed. And it's full of beautiful energy. When we take our time to bathe in Mother's Nature energy, we align with Mother Gaia. Of course, it depends on your energy. If you walk fast and stressed, that doesn't help Mother Earth. But if you're doing it for exercise, I'm sure she'll understand. But if you take the moment and softly step in nature, you help regulate your own nervous system, but you're also giving good vibes to Mother Gaia. Today's actually a special day as well. There's going to be a 6 planetary alignment happening tonight. It's all over media if you want to know more information about it. But it's a reminder that we need each other. Align with each other, help each other grow. I know most of my teachings and postings in the last month is all about self-love, self-care, because when we center back to our heart, we center back to God, because we are a unique expression of God. Every being's life form is a portion of God. I always knew that. It's funny, going back to my childhood, I didn't believe the church teachings of separation from God, of God not being of love, but of punishment. I'm glad I stayed faithful, stayed strong, despite of all the challenges that I had to be through. It helped me grow to who I am now. So it's part of the soul choices I made before I went to Earth that I'm supposed to experience so that I can grow into the person I am now. Gave me courage, gave me strength, resilience, and hopefully to help others as well find themselves and stay strong as well. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. I see the sun is coming out. Woohoo! I love working with children. That's my worldly job, is I'm an RN, pediatric nurse, and I work with children. So every time things like that, the sunshine, I want to go sing some children's song like Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. Oh, so nice. Well, So that's 2 lessons today. I hope you have a great day. Follow your inner calling. Pick what's your biggest excitement for the day. Well, it's the weekend. Got my day off. Nothing planned yet. So I made an appointment with God. So here I am. So enjoy your day. Find joy, peace, excitement. We are in a new world. Oh, fucking God, yes. It's different now. There's no more efforting. There's no struggle. You can choose not to struggle. You can choose your problems. Or you don't have to have any problems and just let it God. Leave it to God. Like when you get upset, listen to why you're upset. When you're angry, when you're sad, when you're lonely, it's usually a call for love. So which part of you needed that love? Give it to yourself. Know that you're bigger, more massive than this human form that you're in. Your higher self, your extension, your soul is way, way bigger. It's multi-dimensional, multi-cosmic. It's so powerful. And this earth experience, it's your playtime. It's your school if you want to make it a school time, but you don't have to. Yes, earth gave us some challenges. They want us to remember who we are without our past memories, our past origins. But our younger generations, those who are being born now and the past couple decades, they do remember a lot about who they are, what's their purpose on earth. Some even remember their earth talents. That's why you get people who are so great in music and arts as soon as they're born. They're so smart. They need all these tools because we're changing our world. We have decided we don't want to live in chaos anymore. This is by design. We are making choices sorry, my ESL comes out sometimes. We have decided to live in Christ and God consciousness instead of chaos. So, we have the power to choose how to live this life moving forward. Do you want to live in joy or in fear? How do you let go of fear? Knowing that the circumstances, an event, is temporary, and that you can make choices and manifest better. That is speaking from experience as well, of course. I've been through a lot. I am old, half a century old. So I lived through child abuse. My spouse died of suicide when I asked for divorce because he was an avoidant husband and I was over controlling. So we were not happy then. We went through a lot. My daughter went through cancer at age 2, where we couldn't find any treatment. people sending us home, to the point that she was dying, and had to listen to God guidance again and surrender my control. And I've talked to my co-workers, and they've guided me to go to Children's Hospital. After 3 weeks of misdiagnosis, we decided to take her to the Children's Hospital, and lo and behold, we found out that she has a brain tumor. And that same day we arrived at the hospital was the day she almost died. Hydrocephalus, her water was filling her brain, and she went on shock. So we were on the right time, the right place, and that saved her life. She is now 16 years on remission. Blessings to God. Whew, that was emotional, because I remember that emotions of not being diagnosed properly, because I went to watch Miracles on Netflix, and it was about a girl who's been misdiagnosed with her bowel issues. And I remember the pain of coming home and feeling hopeless because they keep misdiagnosing her, and I knew something was wrong and nobody would listen. So I'm glad that's over. But that was tough. Well, losing my husband was tough too, because I was a part-time nurse then. I have 3 kids, age 2 to 12, when he passed away. They were 4 to 14. Whew. Growing up with my children with special needs was also a challenge, and a lot of growth happening and accepting things I cannot change or control. Look at this beautiful bird. Oh, it disappeared. It's a robin, red belly bird. It's beautiful sounds in the forest, isn't there? Okay. After my first husband died, I was in trauma, of course. Felt guilt. Everybody blamed me for his death. But to all those survivors of suicide, it's not your fault. Suicide is a mental health. They couldn't control it, and it wasn't your fault. Their soul actually decided to go because of their mental health. They needed a fresh start of life in another form. So let go of that guilt and shame. So the last 12 years as a widow, I've entered into relationships. I feel a void from my childhood traumas of an abusive dad. However, me and my dad are better now. He has changed, and he's frail and precious. In the last 12 years, I've entered relationships, people-pleasing, self-sabotaging and sacrificing myself. Treated them like my children with unconditional care. Up to the point where I drain all my energy in my cup and realize, wait a minute, no one's loving me. I always give, but I never felt love back the same way I do. I have a big heart, and I know if you're watching this that you do too. And then I realized the love that I needed had to come from inside. Yes, had to come from God through me. Had to love me. I had to say yes or no. I had to say goodbye. I'm moving on. This is not for me. This is not the life I want. And this is not the life I want to continue. So, my friends laughed at me because I changed boyfriends as much as people change their shoes. I don't stay where I don't see a healthy future with a partner. That's not unhealthy, no matter what they tell you. When you look after yourself and you fill your cup, you fill other people's cup better. That means I can be a better mother for my children, a better nurse for my clients. So let go of guilt and shame. You make choices that is at your best capacity with the tools that you're giving at that moment. So go girl. To all my troops, my soul team who's been through a lot of trauma as much as I have and stayed strong, faithful, kind, loving. You're amazing. So, you've heard this term, chosen ones. What does that mean? Because technically, every human on earth are spectacle of God, an essence of God, unique in its own way, unique in its own path and experiences. So, when they say chosen one, it's not a hierarchy, it's not a higher level than the rest. We are all equal. We are all equal. Even with aliens, we are equal because we are all essence of God. But when they mention chosen one, it's because you choose to follow your inner calling. You choose God's presence in you. You're sovereign being. You act on your free will. And you live in love, joy, and peace. Yes, there are people who are passionate to fight for their rights. But anger begets anger. So I've learned through the years is to focus on the things I want the world to be. I'm not ignorant. I don't like listening to the news. It breaks my heart. It really does. So, my focus is what I want to create. Oh, look at that sunshine. The warmth of the sun is like a hug from God. It sure is. Thank you. So, find the light from within. The joy that you remember in your past. See how you can relive that again in your present time. Or even create better options now that you have more control of your experiences. Well, that's it for me. That's a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sending you love, Joy and peace. So find ways to make yourself fun, whether it's nature walk, dancing, singing, creating art, creating music. That's how you live. And play and make it heaven on earth.